If you don't know anything about nutrition while you're starting your fitness journey, this video will outline all the basic nutrition guidelines you need to be able to start right this second. Let's jump into it. So we can first of all see, if we start talking about nutrition, there's one number that surrounds everything, and that's called your maintenance calories. You're gonna have to know your maintenance calories in order to progress from here on out. We can figure this out by going to an online calorie calculator. Type this into Google, one will pop up, put in your information, and it will give you a decently accurate number. And the reason why I say decently accurate is because it's not 100% accurate. It doesn't know your body to the fucking T, but this number is probably between 80 to 90% accurate, so we can start from there and mess around as we go. So once we got a pretty decently accurate maintenance calorie number, we can either choose two options. We can either go into a deficit or into a surplus. Now, if you're trying to lose fat, we're going to start into the deficit immediately. But if you're trying to pack on weight and pack on muscle, we'll jump straight into the surplus. Now, how we can easily do this is the deficit, take your maintenance calories, subtract 300 to 500 calories. That's all you need. If you go any more, your body will start to unnecessarily take away muscle that you don't want it to lose. So let's just stay with 300 and 500 as that's the proper amount. But if you're trying to gain weight and trying to gain muscle, you're going to want to go into a surplus. And what that does is you just take your maintenance calories and you add 300 to 500 calories. So what happens with your deficit is, yes, you're going to lose fat. That's the primary goal, and that's why we're here today. But you're also going to lose some muscle, because as your body takes away its fat stores, it's going to chip into your muscles a little bit. So you will end up losing a tiny bit of muscle. There's a way we can prevent this as much as possible, and that's by eating our fucking protein. If we eat our protein every single day, our bodies will start taking the protein that we eat instead of from our muscles and the fat from our body at the same time. So it'll spare our muscles as much as possible because you're eating your protein. So that's very fucking important for you to do. The surplus, what happens when you increase your calories above its maintenance is, yes, as long as you're working out tough and hard, you're providing the body with the proper stimulus, you will gain muscle. And that's exactly what happens when you're in a surplus. But you will gain some fat. When you are already in this much of a surplus, your body's going to either gain primarily muscle or fat. And we can kind of control that by eating our fucking protein. As long as we're lifting hard and eating protein, we'll gain mostly muscle. Yes, some fat will still come with it, but we're trying to prevent as much fat from being packed on and replacing that instead of muscle. Now, there's a simple strategy around this. What a lot of people tend to do is, after they gain some of the fat from the surplus, what they do is they go straight into a deficit. And what this does is it keeps most of your muscle while getting rid of the excess fat you gained. Go straight into the deficit, find your new maintenance calories, go below 300, 500 calories, and start your deficit. I do this with my clients all the time. If you need one-on-one help, DM me the word fit and we'll get started immediately.